Why aren't we considering the possibility of Pakistan turning into another Afghanistan?
That will come in the net assessment ना, इसीलिए तो कह रहा हूँ net assessment करो, net assessment करो.
But may I ask you,
Afghanistan,
except for the nuclear
Afghanistan
weapons,
is,
what
I'm
different
taking it,
Pakistan?
you're talking of becoming Sharia.
No, forget that. Let's just look at it from a little this thing. Except for the nuclear weapons, what is different in Pakistan and Afghanistan? Nothing.
There's no difference actually. In fact, Afghanistan people might take offense to it because there's no scrounging of all the money by the elites in Afghanistan as it has happened. Earlier hota tha, abhi to hai nahi. I don't see that. They don't run around in huge cars and don't have plots and huge houses all over the world. They would compare it more to Somalia because only a small portion of area is where the RIT runs. Across the Indus, तो RIT तो चलता ही नहीं है उनका. And just imagine Karachi police lines, their main mosque in the police lines. You have such a huge explosion, and after that, the attack on that IG's office in that police lines
But
speaks
Karachi,
volumes.
as it is, has been a divided city. से बड़ा वहाँ पर कचरा होता
No, but
रहता
it
है.
speaks volumes, ना.
हाँ, वो तो है.
आपके पास मतलब your RIT doesn't run.
Yeah, that
There
is
was a
absolutely.
time when the RIT didn't run when MQM was in power. फिर वो you broke that out with the heavy deployment of the military and killing so many people. And MQM का boss वो London चला गया. Today it is completely divided. Taliban has so much of space there, and जिसको भी support मिल रहा है, they are sorting them out. So your RIT is essentially within Punjab, and that is also reducing. बलूचिस्तान में चल नहीं रहा है, वजीरिस्तान में चल नहीं रहा है, केपी में चल नहीं रहा है आपका. तो किधर है आपका रिट? तो इट इज एग्जैक्टली लाइक सोमालिया और इवन लिबिया की
Sudan.
जो रिकग्नाइज्ड गवर्नमेंट है, ट्रिपोली के राउंड ही चल रहा है,
Plus
बाकी जगह तो
Somalia, Libya, Sudan, these kind of countries have some mineral worth. कुछ तो worth है उनके अंदर.
यहाँ पे मिनरल वर्थ तो बलूचिस्तान में था.
सर
मैंने
गैस तो
तो
खत्म कर
सुना
रखी है इन लोगों ने. 70-80% दे फिनिश द गैस ऑलरेडी.
खत्म हो गया.
दैट थिंग इज ओवर. वो
देयर
बलूचिस्तान
इज
ग्वादर
नथिंग
को तो
लेफ्ट.
दे नहीं पा रहा.
नहीं, दे हैव वन बिग रिसोर्स, टेररिज्म.
जिहादीज.
या दैट्स द ओनली रिसोर्स लेफ्ट विद देम.
जिहादी एक्सप्लोर करेंगे बस.
And that is also the concern, na, that should
आई
we
मीन
take out all nuclear weapons या थोड़ा छोड़ दो. क्या क्या होता है अगर न्यूक्लियर
दैट्स
वेपन जाता है?
एग्जैक्टली व्हाट ही इज आस्किंग. व्हाट वुड हैपन टू आईएसआईएस once this is achieved.
ISIS is a very funny story. I have a very different perception from it.
So do I.
सीरिया में आईसिस कहाँ से आया? ISIS came in through Turkey, if you please.
And who sent the
Why was
weapons?
Turkey not stopping them? Who supported them? It is the West which turned a blind eye and permitted
Yes,
them to come there.
the Nusra
So the
Front and
rise of
ISIL.
ISIS is as
Yes.
much to the West is as much, including US, is as much to blame.
Yeah. So what
अब वो,
blame? I would say they were using these chaps.
correct. So that is the whole issue, na? That if Clinton told Pakistanis, Hillary Clinton, that if you keep poisonous snakes, they will bite you. I'm just waiting when ISIS strikes in US. Yeah, today, ठीक है, ISIS doesn't hold ground, but
Hmm.
radicalization through
Yeah,
blacknet,
yeah.
blacknet is very easy. Look at all the lone wolf attacks that are taking place in US and other places. Muslim counter, counter, कुछ ना कुछ चलता जा रहा है. Amongst the many that they are doing, where their own psychiatric cases have all these assault weapons and they are firing. So yeah, I'm not as worried about ISIS as having a Sharia state bordering you. So I'm
ISIS.
still okay with Pakistan. I'm looking at Sindh because it would have a bordering state with Balochistan. Which way does Balochistan go? एटलीस्ट एक बफर आ जाता है आपके पास. एंड दैट वाज व्हाट आई वाज लुकिंग एट गिलगिट बाल्टिस्तान. दो एने वाखान कॉरिडोर इज वेरी has very little population, not
You know,
much, and they are
I have a little
Kyrgyz.
bit.
You'll be surprised, they are Kyrgyz there. The people living in Wakhan corridor are Kyrgyz. कहाँ से कहाँ आए हो? There are
मेरे
no
को एक,
Kyrgyz in the intervening Gorno-Badakhshan
बीच में,
province of
but sir,
Tajikistan.
that area is, as it is, very badly divided with these enclaves and
So,
this
what
that.
I'm saying is किर्गिस्तान ऊपर है, उसके नीचे ताजिकिस्तान का माउंटेनस बदख्शान, which is Gorno
Yeah,
in Russian is mountainous, is the mountainous Badakhshan autonomous region where there are no Kyrgyz out there. Immediately bordering it in Xinjiang is the Tashkorgan province, which is Tajik. Yet across all these, you have a small population of Kyrgyz who stay there in the Wakhan corridor.
I
Ishkashin,
mean,
which is the mouth of Wakhan, and then coming into, they're all Kyrgyz tribes.
correct sir. As a matter of fact, ISIS का मेरा तो सर मानना बड़ा simple है. ISIS was created so that they could go and hit Assad and
Yeah.
get Syria down. It went out of hand, just like the Taliban went out of hand in Afghanistan. Exactly the same thing. When he went out of hand, Bakr al-Baghdadi, the first guy, you took him out. Then it just simmered, took some land here and there. You started bombing him, but you were not bombing him. You were bombing his supply lines and this and that and all that. The Russians came in, bloody blew them apart, leveled the entire cities, ripped them apart. That's how the ISIS went away. And today, even today, in a city in Syria, in central Syria, they still control a minor town. And it seems that they've been stealing oil and selling it to the Americans for weapons. I am not
So,
joking.
no,
This is
but
stuff which is
worry,
coming out. I mean, I can't prove
worry
it.
is more of shift towards Sharia.
Yeah,
And
I
you
can't
see,
prove this, but this is what is happening. I mean,
and this is what the Pakistan army is slowly facing now, where more and more men are refusing to fight them and openly saying that why are you asking us to fight them? All they are asking is for Sharia. What is wrong?
Sharia.
So that is what they have been taught through their childhood. As you sow, so you reap. Bulk of the people who are coming into the Pak army, and I'm not talking of only soldiers, even officers, come from these government schools. And government schools are, this is what is being taught. And so then when you're told to go and fight him, he doesn't want to fight. So you've been taught right through that Sharia is good. And these people are mujahids and jihadis and they are our heroes. Now you tell them to fight them. अभी शुरू हुआ है. 5,000 people had left from the frontier constabulary. You may say frontier constabulary, but फौज से ही गए थे. So if that happens and then slowly that comes up, then another 5-10 years down the line, what do you do? These things, what is going on in nations, don't happen overnight.
Builds. Yeah, it
It
builds.
builds up over a period of time. Just imagine, they went into Iraq in 2003, and we are talking now almost 20 years down the line, and we are seeing that map which I showed you, those things emerging and evolving out there. 20 साल तो पाकिस्तान में भी अभी आए हैं. अब ये 20 साल बाद जब ये होगा तो what happens to the Pakistan army? And that is the concern I feel, that most of these nations, India included, are looking that 10 years, 15 years down the line, what happens to the nuclear warheads? Because it is these soldiers only now who are guarding.
Yeah.
So the security of your warheads, and that, my assessment, is why the first visit of, and I'm sure there'll be many more, and that is why the first visit of IAEA has taken place. इसके पहले नहीं हुआ था IAEA का visit अभी तक पाकिस्तान.
नहीं, उनके officials आते हैं sir, which they come to every country to check the reactors and stuff like that for safety. They are not supposed to check your weapon production and all that.
पूरा चेक करने आए हैं ना.
They're supposed to check
And this
safety.
will be the, वो तो
Any new
annually
practice.
आते हैं. नहीं,
हाँ.
They come to those which you declare to IAEA, and they come that these are for civilian purposes, and so
Civilian
they come
use.
to see the security part.
Yeah,
Those which you have not given it open to them, they can't come.
they can't.
But this is a not that annual visit. This is a separate visit.
And the head of IEA, what the hell is he doing here?
So they'll be the first of many more, and so everybody is concerned around the world.